Hello students, welcome back to Madhvi's Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll discuss the topic user-defined objects as arrays. Let's see the contents: introduction, the employee class program we discussed, and program will be seen in the Java environment, then practice exercise. Let's start. In Java, array is a collection of elements with the same data type and with a single name. Arrays can be of primitive data types such as byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, or a user-defined data type. Now, every class defined by the programmer is a data type. So, we can create objects of a class that is user-defined data type as a collection, that is array. Now, creating array of objects is a two-step process. First one we need to declare, and second one we need to instantiate. Let's see employee class problem statement. The same class which we have discussed in lesson number 39, but little bit change in the problem statement. Create a class called employee with the following specifications: 10 member variables, employee name, number, name, salary, HRE, and all. Member methods: read, calculate, stores HRA, DA, IT, and all. Print method. Now see, create a main method with an array of objects, at most 5, of employee class and call all the methods. For this, let's see the static void main and understand. Class employee has, in this example, only 3 variables, but in the program all 10 are there. Now, static void main, the very first statement, that is allocating memory or declaration that it is an array. What is an array? The entire object is an array. Employee class, same class, even is an object, and we are saying square brackets, that means collection of objects, is equivalent to new employee 3, 30, 40, any number we can have. This is declaration. See the picture, even has 0, 1, 2 parts. But actually, memory is not allocated. Memory is allocated with the help of a constructor. So, in a for loop, why? Because there are 3 or 30, we say even of I, that is first time 0. Then even of I would be 1 because I plus plus. Then again I plus plus, even of I is 2. So every time we are saying inside the for loop, even of I is equivalent to new employee. Immediately it reserves space for employee object. See, there is a link from even of 0 to the newly created object. Then I plus plus, I becomes 1. Even of 1 is equal to new employee. Immediately, new object is created and there is a link from E1 of 1. Then again, I plus plus, even of 2. So, another object is created. This is what happens. Now, any read method or print method, calculate method, any method we call with the help of even of 0, even of 1, even of 2, and so on and so forth. That is in for loop, even of I. Easy, simple. Now, let's see main method little bit more. Class employee has 10 instance variables. Then public static void main, creating or declaring an array of objects, that to 3. Now for loop, even of I is equal to new employee, which we have seen the statement instantiating or reserving space actually. And we are printing a message, enter data of employee I plus 1. That is temporarily 0 plus 1 is 1, then 2, then 3. In the same for loop, we are calling even of I dot read. Means go to that area, even of 0 area, try to read. Then we are calling even of I dot calculate. The same area it will calculate. That is 0th area. Then I plus plus. Again created reserved space. Then called read method. Then called calculate method. And then plus plus. So declaring object, that is 3 objects with the 10 member variables, that is 30 locations. Had it been the array size is 30 objects are there, employees are there, immediately that much memory and just a simple one statement to declare, inside the for loop one statement to instantiate, and then read, then calculate. Couple of lines we are reading data of some 300, 400 depending on the size of the array. But print method we are calling outside the first for loop. Why? Because otherwise what happens? Reads, calculates, prints. Reads, calculates, prints inside the first for loop if we call. So first of all, we take input and calculate everything, and then take a separate for loop to print the data together. Now, let's see a Java program. Contents of employee class has 10 instance variables. What are the? Employee number, name, salary, HRA, DA, TA, IT, PF, DOS, and net. And we have a constructor. See the constructor, it is initializing integers to 0, name, null, HRA, DA, and all 0.0. This is the default constructor. We have created only one. But we don't require this also. Why? Because Java creates a default constructor for us if the programmer does not declare a constructor. Java provides. So why unnecessarily writing? What does it do? It reserves 0 to integers, null for strings, and 0.0 to double. Now let's read main method, which we have understood already. Even new employee 3. We can say int len is equal to 3, and then this here, instead of here, it should be declared before, and use that len everywhere. Because while testing the program, we cannot test for 30 objects. But there is a requirement, let's suppose 30 objects. So we change only in one place, Control K, it accepts. So now 3 objects only, and enter data of not 3 employees, but plus len plus employees. So this way we can manage it. Could be 5, 10, and all. Now creating len many objects in the array, running a loop till len, and then instantiating, reading and calculating, and then for loop. Now what does this e1 of I dot read? So read function, very simple. Employee number you accept, then name of the employee, then salary. After that, even dot calculate is called, that is HRA is 10% of salary, DA 12%, which we have seen in lesson number 39. Link is provided in the description box for lesson 39. And then print vertically, we are printing here employee number, name, everything, but with 6 statements, because here employee number, name, salary, and HRA printed in the same one by using some slash t slash n combinations. And then for loop, extra for loop is calling all print statements. Let's see the output. Compile and then main. Okay. Enter data of 3 employees. Enter data of employee 1. Employee number 1, name, and then salary is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 lakh. And then enter data of employee 2, name, then 2 lakh is the salary. Data of employee 3, employee number is 3 only, name, and 3 lakh. Immediately, the for loop is displaying the data employee number is 1, name is there, salary is 1 lakh, and everything is calculated. Gross salary 1,67,000, net salary 137. Gross is for the second employee 3,34,000, and net for the third employee net is 4,11,000. So this is what is arrays as objects. This is only for 3 objects. Now we can display the output like this also. Emp class main, enter employee number 1 and salary, then comes second salary, then again third employee salary. See, horizontally it is displaying. Any number of employees data would be displayed horizontally. This way also we can give, it is easier to compare, okay, first employee has this much net and second and so on and so forth. This is about arrays, objects as arrays. Let's see what did I change, like lesson number 39 only, but little bit change over here. See, for employee number, employee instantiated, read, calculated, and then we are printing all headings horizontally here. Why? Because inside the for loop, if I take, the headings would be displayed again and again. Even if I use these headings over here, this is a for loop. Again and again, the headings would be printed. Even if I take in print statement, this print method is called 3 times. So all headings will be printed again and again. So just before calling print method, we have displayed all the headings, and inside the print method, only one println with /t printed all the values. This is about arrays. Practice exercise. Create a class called product and the library class, which you have created in lesson number, after lesson number 39. But little change. Objects as arrays concept you take, and at most 5 objects you can create and rewrite the same program. Refer chapter 7 of Essentials of Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. And the next video is about searching a single dimensional array using linear search. Thank you.